Hey everyone, I'm Steph.
Yeah, I'm Key.
Welcome to Steph and Key TV.
Steph and Key TV.
Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought of the video in the comments below. So we are watching The Challenge, Season 36, Episode 15.
15.
So we have a new team in the house. Corey and Cam are together. Corey's got his skull.
Gold skull.
He's super excited. Big T is back partners with CT. And she's talking to Amber B, just letting her know, like, I really appreciate, like, CT, like, being my partner again, but I'm not letting him off the hook that easy, and this time we're going to do things my way, because I need to get my gold skull.
There's a new big T in town.
So, Corey thanks Anissa for keeping her word, and he's like, we just gotta watch out for each other. Then we move on to the next day. Big T is getting some training from Kyle, some weightlifting training. CT's like, what are you doing?
Like,
trying to sabotage my partner.
Trying to hurt my partner?
So he's like,
I need her.
Right. So Big T is like, okay, so then CT, you have to give me some hall brawl training because she doesn't know who she's going to go up against. And so he does it. He like pats himself.
With
and
pillows and
he's
puts
like,
down a mattress.
He's like, all right, come on. And he's like, so she runs and it's like,
And she's like,
trying to push against him. And he's like, you're not mad enough. And so he's like, all right. He's like, see the way you just hit me? That's why I left you. And she's like, oh! Bam! Knocks him down. He's like, that's much better.
That was way better.
So
way more aggressive.
Way more aggressive. So I think she's ready for the hall brawl now.
So do you feel like Big T has become a better competitor because of her partnership and relationship with CT? Like, do you feel like her coming back in the future, she might have a little bit more extra motivation?
Well, I feel like she was always excited to be
on the show. Right. Which I feel like most people are.
Right. Even like her first season when she had to go down, she gave it her all. But like, I mean, she's just not strong enough. But I feel like hopefully this season will give her the motivation to really train. Because she can swim. Yeah. And she can do like
she has grip strength.
Right? She's got grip strength. So it's like she can do things. So
right.
I feel like she just needs more training,
like the
way
training
more
that
training.
You need going into the challenge. So
because you can be tiny and still like
be competitive,
fight.
Right?
But she just needs better strength.
Yeah, because like I mean, to an extent, like Turbo, like he wasn't one of the biggest guys, but like he was
all muscle.
He was like very strong, had good endurance, and like I don't know if they really did a lot of puzzles back when he was playing in that version, but like I feel like in the more recent seasons they've been doing a lot more puzzles. I think in order to like leverage the playing field. So, Big T, if you're watching this, thank you if you are. If not, it's cool. You'll catch the next one. But, you know, hopefully we'll see you in the future and you're like, you know, ready to come back and kill the game because, like, you know, we're rooting for you.
True. We are. So, Fessy's talking to Kyle and he's just talking about how CT's overrated, that he's, like, just as good as him in puzzles and math and he's so great. And
I'm like, first of all, sir, pause, pump your brakes. You haven't been watching the show. Like a super fans here. 2, like CT is in his 40s.
Is he?
Yes. CT is, I want to say he is 40 or like he just turned
or late
40.
30s or
he's definitely in his late 30s.
Mid to late 30s or but
and like you wish you could compete on CT's level in your 40s and do what he's done in his time on being in the challenges. Like Fessy, this is only your second season, my friend. Like, I'm not opposed to you having confidence.
Only your second season, and you're talking like you've been here for years. Like
you
we barely know who you are.
You made it to the finals your rookie season. That's cool. You know, you might have been a big thing in Big Brother, but we don't watch Big Brother. So
plenty of people have made it to the final their first season. He's not the only one. There's been plenty of people.
True. He's
talking all this talk. And
Mike. Didn't Mike and Leroy make it to...
Yeah, Leroy made it to the finals his first season. Their first came in third.
Him and Mike.
Leroy came in third his first season. I think you came in fourth. So stop talking.
Yeah,
goodbye.
So just like, I mean...
No. All right, so for the daily challenge, they have to, as teams, jump out of an airplane. As they're free falling, there's going to be a puzzle on the ground that they have to memorize as they're free falling.
And then recreate.
And then race against the other team they're going against.
Oh, yeah.
And then recreate that puzzle once they get there.
I forgot about that racing part.
Yeah, and then the fastest time for each heat wins.
So there's 2 heats. They have been pre-selected with the people that go in each heat because they're only using one plane to send everybody up.
Yep.
So I'm guessing that they kind of selected the heats based on the weight capacity for the people going up. Maybe not.
I don't know, but it sucks for Anissa and Kyle because they have to go against Casey and Leroy. So
which is
one of the toughest teams. But they selected them to be at the front of the plane.
Right.
But they didn't get to select who they went against. So
yeah. So we'll see what happens. But Big T.
Big
is
T's
not
terrified.
happy at all. Like
Leroy's scared. Kyle's scared.
Everybody's pretty much scared. Like I don't think anybody is like super excited
Cam
to go
excited.
skydiving. Like yeah, I'm sure like
she's weird.
There's excitement there, but like you don't like intentionally be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go skydiving today and I'm gonna enjoy it. Like
some
this was
people
like
do, though.
well yeah, some people do, but like in the case of like the challenge, like this was kind of pre-selected for them to do. So
they didn't.
It was not like they had a choice in like saying, oh yeah, I want to go skydiving, even though it's happened in past seasons. So it just,
rarely though.
No, it's very rare.
Because the last time Jordan
broke his leg. Yeah. And he played the whole season with a broken leg.
Which apparently. Not the whole season, the whole final. But still, even that.
I thought they did it at the beginning of the season.
No, they did it at the final, and he won.
Oh, okay.
With a broken leg, which is nuts.
But
it's like nuts. I didn't think they were ever going to do that again because he broke his leg.
Yeah.
But here we are.
But they've done it before, like in some of the previous seasons where like they first come into the challenge. And that was one of the challenges. And one dude's punked out. And, like, TJ was, like, talking smack to him because he's, like...
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was, like, a couple of seasons ago. And, like, that was the first thing they had to do. Like, in order to get to the challenge house, you got to go jump out of this airplane. And this one dude was like, nah, I'm good.
I don't blame him. First heat, Leroy and Casey drop Anissa and Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle screaming
the whole time down. He's like, I didn't know it's fun. And I do want to shout out the people that helped them with like getting off the plane. I don't know what you call them, but like they did a great job.
The tandem jumper?
Yeah, the tandem jumper. The people that helped them like with the whole jumping off the plane thing. Because like just like that whole incident with Jordan, it made me very apprehensive about it because like they came in like really high. I don't know if they caught some wind. But, like, even, like, with some of the ones that we saw when they were coming down, like, they seemed like they were coming in hot, but, like, they had...
The way they landed, it was just, like... Whew.
It was very awkward. Yeah. And then, like, the flipping...
No, I'm talking about this one.
Oh, yeah, like...
They just landed very softly.
Very smooth landings, like... Yeah, because, like, I don't know, I was just, like, thinking about, like, that Jordan situation in my head and just saying, like, I'm pretty sure they probably wouldn't have shown us if it was that bad. But, like, on the same note, like, it is the challenge. And, like, hey, like, this is good TV. So, like, we're going to show it. So.
But they all landed, like, fine.
Right.
And then it's
time. At least in this first heat. Yeah.
Right. And then it's time to race. And Casey and Leroy are just gone.
Trotting along.
Kyle and Anissa, not so much. Anissa's just, she's...
running like how I would be running with all that wind. They said it was only half a mile this time.
But they have, like, the parachute equipment stuff still on them. So the way they're running, they have like a little extra weight on them.
Yeah,
but
definitely some extra weight.
Casey and Leroy get there, solve the puzzle. They win the first heat. Nah. Sorry, Kyle. Sorry, Anissa. Second round.
Heat number 2.
Big T's terrified, but
she does it.
She does it. I was proud of her.
Shout out to Big T for doing it. Because she could have punked out and be like...
She really could have.
CT, we're getting disqualified. I don't care what you think.
No, but she did it.
But she did it.
CT did it. Nani jumped. Fessy was terrified after trying to be all big and bad. He was screaming. He was screaming more than Kyle. Corey shouts out his daughter's names when he jumps. I thought that was sweet. He loves them. I thought that was sweet. And then, who else do we got? I think that was it.
Yeah, Cam. She was excited.
Yeah, Cam was the only one with a smile on her face.
And she was like, let's go!
She was super excited. So they all land, and it's like, all right, let's go. Oh, was it? No, Nani, Nani Fessy.
Nani was cool. She wasn't tripping off of it. She's like, it is what it is.
Yeah, so they all race. Mm-hmm. Cam and Corey have a good speed.
Good pacing.
Running
together.
Fessy leaves Nani behind.
Nani's pissed off. Cam's pissed off because just like Nani's like, Nisa was telling me that she doesn't like being partnered up with Fessy, and I guess
because he doesn't have good like partner skills. Yeah, and she's starting to really see it that he's not good with a partner.
Yeah.
CT leaves Big T behind, and it's just like it's so frustrating because like I understand his frustration because she's not pulling her weight. It's only a half mile. But it's like,
I mean, it's the endurance stuff.
Yeah, but like you picked her. You went back to her. This is your fault. So you can't blame anybody but yourself. Nah. You had a chance to get Amber B. You picked her.
That is true.
That's all I got to say. So then, like, they, like, Cam and Corey are the first ones there, solve their puzzle, done.
Yep.
Fessy and Nani try to solve their puzzle.
it's
like, too late.
They won already. And it's like, don't worry about it.
CT's, like, screaming at Big T. She finally gets there. She's all out of breath.
Real quick. He's like, see, that's all I need you to do is get me here. And it's just like, it goes downhill from there.
But yeah, because then he's like, you see, this is what I was talking about. You can't even do this. It's endurance and stuff. All I needed you to do was get me here. And she's like, okay, all right. And it's just like, CT, let it go.
Yeah.
I completely understand his frustration. Like,
but it's your tact.
Right.
And your approach.
And it's too late. You guys lost anyway. You screaming at her about how much she sucks is not going to help. It's done.
Like, I mean, and like, she jumped out of a plane. Like,
right.
Give her credit in that.
She was terrified. She was crying. And you picked her.
Yeah.
You picked her. This is your fault. You should be mad at yourself. Like, internalize that. Scream at yourself. Have a calm conversation with her later. But it's done.
So,
top two teams, Cam and Corey, and Leroy and Casey.
Yep.
Overall winner,
Leroy and Casey. Cam is furious.
She's not furious.
She's upset.
She's excited for Leroy, but she's sad that she lost.
Like this one.
I would be the same way. Like, you're excited for your babe, but you want to win. Like, always, I want to win. True. I want to be number one. So I understand, but I mean, it's still in her best interest that Leroy won, so she's...
True.
She'll get over it quickly.
The alliance is still in power.
Right, so now, like, Leroy and Casey are double agents, so we gotta figure out who's going in. So Anissa is just trying to, like, be strategic now, trying to figure out who can go down, and, like, CT is like, who else could it be? Like, it's gonna be you, because it's, like, you, Nani, or Cam. And Kyle's like, I'm sorry, Anissa, but I'm afraid you're going down. She's like, you can't.
Who else could it be?
You can't vote me in. I'm your partner. And he's like, I don't care.
Like I could.
CT apologizes to Big T. So,
which is commendable on his part. Because,
I appreciated that.
I was feeling a certain kind of way about that. But, yeah. Him saying that he could have said it in another way and with a different approach.
Because he has a right to feel how he feels,
right.
But he just needs to be better at, like, communicating, because the way he barks and...
Yeah, the tact that you have when you interact with someone is the tact that you want someone to have back with you.
Right.
And, like, CT did not display that in that moment when talking to Big T.
And this is, like, multiple times he's done this to her. So, like, get a clue.
Get it together, CT.
So it's 80s night. Everybody's in their 80s digs. I don't know what Corey Fessy's wearing with his tutu and his fanny pack. It just looked weird. Like, it wasn't even cute tutu. But they're like at 80s night at Club Quarantine. Anissa is trying to talk strategy with Corey. And he's just like, I don't know if you have the numbers. You might as well just go down there and go against Big T. And I was like, this... He's supposed to be, like, trying to get the numbers for her. Like, what happened? But he's pretty much just like, yeah, I don't know if it's going to go in your favor. And then all of a sudden, Fessy's talking to CT, talking about, like, the game's changed. You didn't have to go against the players that we have now, so it's different. And,
it's not 2005, bro.
Right, yeah, CT's like, what? So they start going at it with each other, and...
It's like the way the challenge was played, like, back then compared to now is completely different, and CT's still been winning. So.
Right, he's like, and I won, like...
Recently, within like the last couple of years.
He said, like, within the last 5 years, I won.
Yeah.
And Fessy keeps trying to say, like, oh, you guys didn't have the same caliber of players. And I'm like, Fessy, shut up.
I'm like, have you not met Zach?
Right, have you not
met like other competitors?
Like, even with like,
Abrams,
yeah,
CT,
there's just so many players.
Watch the All-Stars. They're not the best, but
not even with All-Stars. There's been recent players that they played way before you. Turbo, Theo. Like, give me a break. Like, you're nothing, Fessy. You came in fourth. So, like, CT and him are going at it, and CT's like, well, so why didn't you win? And then, like, Fessy's trying to be like, see, you're all worked up.
And be like, sir, why didn't you win last year when you had an opportunity?
Well, like, that's what CT was saying to Fessy. Like, why didn't you win?
It was an individual competition. You didn't have any teammates.
You came in fourth. They're fighting. Everybody's watching and just laughing. And then finally, they're like, calm down, y'all. We're trying to have a good time.
Anissa's like, stop being what? Fun suckers?
Fun sponges.
Fun sponges.
Soaking up all the fun. So they finally, like, calm down. Everybody enjoys the rest of the night. And it's just like, Fessy, I am over you.
Yeah. But I feel like Corey like made the best reference to like what was going on, like
saying like they're both a little bit intimidated by each other.
Yeah, there's a little bit of fear coming from both sides, and it's just like, hey,
I mean,
like,
it is, but like I feel like it was so unnecessary for Fessy to start that. I love when Leroy was like, he was like, Fessy just stopped because A, CT will whoop your ass. B, CT's a much better player in this game than you. And C, CT will whoop your ass. So just stop. So I love Nani's assessment of Fessy even more. She's talking to Amber B, and she says that Fessy's the type of guy who will hire a hitman to do his dirty work. But she says CT is the kind of guy who will rip you apart with his bare hands.
And so the CT is that hitman that Fessy
right? And so it's time for the deliberation.
Deliberations.
Anissa's trying to plead her case, but it's just like, it's not going to work because...
Big T said that she wants to go in as the house vote, and then like there's Cam, and then
Nani,
there's Nani,
so it's...
who Leroy won't vote for. So it's just like, all right, it looks very possible that Anissa's going to go in. So
the guys are being
like,
jerks.
Yeah. Kyle's like, I don't care.
CT and Fessy are talking about how, like, oh, she just wants to skate by and get off scot-free. And they're like, wait, she's like, what? Like, I've been, like doing this. Right, I've been doing this for years. And
she's the
winning eliminations. It's just like.
For women of color in the challenge
for
house.
Women of the challenge house.
For women.
Like, she's paved the way for so many women. And
True.
It just sucks that she's never won.
Yeah.
And it sucks that they just dog her out so hard. I feel like if she had at least one win, they wouldn't be able to say the things that they're saying. It just sucks.
Yeah. 14 seasons. We're hoping you get one at some point, Anissa. Hopefully you keep coming back.
Yeah.
You are a staple in the challenge
hopefully
community.
the All-Stars.
Yeah, because she is in All-Stars.
Go over there and killing it with them.
Yeah, because it's just like, hey, like, you know, those folks been out the game for a while. You've been in here doing it. So let's see if you can get a win in there.
So, Leroy and Casey go into the little double agents room, and they see that the compromised agents are Big T and CT. No surprise to them. They look at everybody who voted. Kyle did not vote for them, and Leroy's like, who the hell did Kyle vote for?
Because he's like, probably himself.
He voted
Which
for
he
himself.
did.
So funny.
Burn vote.
Now it's time to get ready for elimination in So this elimination is a returning one. It's fire escape. This time it's longer. So the women will be on the beams and they have to go like twice as long down the beam on the with the ropes, with their hands and feet bound on the ropes. They have to go twice as long down.
Hanging and dangling.
Yep, and back. So fastest, the one who gets front there and back, the fastest time wins. So. Or first, not even fastest time. The one who gets there and back first
whoever
wins.
Finishes first wins.
Yeah, I don't know why it was so hard for me to say that. Whew.
I did not expect that.
Big T killed it.
Anissa had a lot of difficulties, but Big T was like, you have to have momentum in this challenge in order to win. And she was completely right.
Yeah, but it was like slow and steady, and she just made it all the way there and back.
Swinging her body and having the body coordination to move her feet and to move her legs while hung from or suspended from the beam.
Yeah, she wasn't like killing it, like crushing it like Leroy. But she was like slow and steady.
Yeah, she
made it there and back.
She got it moving, and Anissa
was stuck at the starting point for so long.
Yeah.
Finally, when she started getting momentum, it was too late because Big T was like already back.
Like, sorry.
So
not sorry.
Poor Anissa, she lost.
So, it was unfortunate. I didn't want to call it like earlier in the episode. I'm like, oh, she's going to be on All-Star, so she can win money over there too. But like, I wanted to see her win money over here too, because like, you know, she's an OG. 14 seasons OG. So bummed to see you go, Anissa.
Yeah.
But we'll be watching you on All-Stars though.
Kyle tries to convince Big T to switch up her partner. He's like, look, if you don't vote, it's going to be like, they're going to keep throwing like you and CT against me and Amber. Like, he's like, if you pick Fessy, you can like switch it up, get safety from the Big Brother numbers and like mess up their alliance.
Yep.
And she's thinking it over, so we'll see. I mean, she has the opportunity to shake some things up.
And she said in her confessional that she might go with Fessy. So let's see if she does it.
So Anissa has to leave.
Yeah.
It sucks. But Big T has the chance now to switch up partners or keep CT. she asked CT, like, hey, do you want to stay with me? And he's like, I mean, it's your decision, but, you know, if you want to stay with me, I'll ride it out with you. And she's like, okay, I'm going to stay with Big T, or I'm going to stay with CT. And Kyle's just like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? It just sucks. And, yeah, I mean, so she's sticking with I keep calling her Big T. She's sticking with CT, and now Amber B is Kyle's partner.
True.
So TJ's like, everybody's got a gold skull, 10 gold skulls. Everybody's like, come on.
Say it.
And he's like, but we are far from over. And they're like, ugh. And they all fall down because they're just over it.
And they're dramatic.
It's so dramatic. I'm pretty sure that was planned. And yeah, that's the end of this episode. It sucks to see Anissa go, but she went out like a champ. And
she will be on All Stars.
Yes, she will be on All Stars. And it's just bittersweet. But I
did like sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off before you get ready to close the show, but I did like the fact that like Anissa mentioned that like she helped pave the way for all the women that were up there and all the women that are left are women of color, so that's pretty awesome. And we're happy to see that because like, you know, that has transitioned a lot from like over the years of us watching the challenge. Yeah. So
a lot of diversity. Cool. So it's pretty cool.
Very, very cool.
All right, y'all. So let us know what you thought of this episode in the comments below. Give us a like. Hit that notification bell so you're in the know when we release a new video. And subscribe. We would love to have you a part of Steph and Key TV. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.